Hello everyone, welcome to Spurs News. First, we're going to start off with the headlines. A lot of you know we signed an American superstar. She is the most impressive player in the league or around the world right now. And we were going to talk a little bit more about her during the video. Another headline that's featuring, could you believe it that we can have a reunite with one of our superstars? And then the last one is the most impressive Brazilian that I know of could be coming to the Spurs. So let's spur our way to glory. The players that we're talking about are as follows. First of all, the superstar that we were talking about that is the most impressive in the world and has this broken every record for a women's soccer team is Alex Morgan, or football. I don't want to say soccer. Football is Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan is the U.S. team captain, and she has won every possible accolade in the women's team. So Alex Morgan will be featuring for the Tottenham Hotspur's women's team, and I think that's a marquee signing that will bring a lot of PR and is going to be good both on and off the field. Second, we're talking about we are going to be reuniting with one of our superstars that is unwanted at his club right now. We're talking about Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale is in the works right now. Daniel Levy has set his mind to it because Real Madrid are willing to pay half of his salary to let him go. And I think Daniel Levy, with his negotiation style, would ask Gareth Bale to take a little pay cut to come to Spurs while they work out a deal for him to be loaned for around 2 or 3 years. So this deal would see him move permanently to the Spurs for the short term or the long term as well. Let us know what you think about this deal. Would you make a deal such as that? And then we have another player joining us from Sheffield United Academy. He is an under 23. He wasn't a marquee signing, as you understand. Nobody talked about him too much, and he is Keegan Ferguson, I believe, and he was described as a very strong and felt presence in the center back position, but he featured for us in the game as a right back position, and he has been given a loan for about a year. If he does impress at the Spurs, he would be given another deal. Let us know what you think about this signing, and would you think it is important to know about it. And then moving forward, we're also talking about another player that we could bring in from Real Madrid. Believe it or not, one of the most impressive talents for Madrid, and he could be joining us on a loan that could turn into a permanent deal. I'm talking about Vinicius Jr. Vinicius has impressed for Real Madrid, but he does play in a position where we have the most reliable player, one of our most reliable players, which is Heung-min Son. So he won't be direct competition for Harry Kane, but he would be adding a little bit more pressure on Heung-min Son to perform every game a little bit higher or better. So Vinicius, it would be and is an impressive player, but needs a lot of game time that he can't get at the Real Madrid right now. All right, the backup or someone to compete with Harry Kane or someone to play with Harry Kane, whatever you want to call it, as Jose Mourinho had spoken about. We had talked about Milik probably joining, but he's unwanted at his club, so we gotta get this clearly understood here. He's not wanted at his club, but what is also impressive that he's saying that he is willing to see out his contract at Napoli. So it seems like he's not very interested in joining the Spurs, from what I understand, and the reports and pundits are saying something similar to that. We haven't seen a clear indication of him wanting to join the Spurs yet. So let us know what you think about Milik, and should we try to sign him, or should we be looking for other alternatives Who would be the other alternatives? Is it one of the other players that we talked about that could be backups for Harry Kane? The link to that video will be right here for you to look at and suggest a name that you think could be filling in the boots or competing with Harry Kane. Thank you for watching the Spurs news. This is a short video about the gossips and transfers going around the Spurs. Spurs news, tracking down every detail. Transfer news, every gossip, every finished move. Game predictions,
analyzing and giving Wafa scores.
lineup predictions,
Figuring out what's Mourinho's next move.